All right, y'all, this is another trade that we took. This was Wednesday's trade we took. This is going up in the count. That's going to be reflecting off of that 1300 we made, all that good stuff, blah blah. You can see right here is Amp Live. That's the broker I use, and this is one of the trades. That is 3 days we use of trading days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This was Wednesday's trading day, and yeah, we're just gonna show it. Real quick, I do want to talk about it. I did take a so when you're gonna see this was like an 800 900 $800 day, but you can see the reason because that is we took a loss right here. So I took a buy right here, stop loss was right here, got nicked out of the trade right there. A-okay, it's all good. Got back above here, this breaker right here, this order block right here. When we got back above here, put on 2 contracts right here, stop loss goes back below here, and you can see ES. I feel like this is ES chart right here. You can feel like I felt very confident it was gonna run these highs, so I took a partial at midnight and then I left a runner to secure like I said, $800 to $900 day. So we're gonna let it play. Excuse me. It's gonna kind of let it play. Again, this is me walking in through, looking at the trade. I saw great feedback off of this position right here. Saw all these equal highs right here, and equal highs, low resistance highs, meaning this had no stop runs within these. And I think using this macro, we're going to start shooting up, taking everybody out of this trade. At least getting to here. If I zoom out, it's a lot of equal highs up here as well, even up here. But that was me reaching for midnight, showing our case reaching for midnight, and yeah, it's kind of letting the play out. I've been trading a lot pre-New York, so I literally want to do all the business I can in pre-New York, which is that 7 to 9 o'clock, 9:30 window. If not, then I'll trade New York session. But again, I'd rather trade pre-New York. Just I'm better at it. It's just easier to me. I see liquidity. There's less SMTs pre-New York. It's a lot of benefits pre-New York. It's less manipulation. It's just a lot of different things for pre-New York, especially you get runs like this where like it looks clean. So that's working off of these price openings. Got 11 o'clock, 1:30, 10 o'clock, got all these extended out in time. See, we drop back down, holding this breaker. That's why the biggest thing right here, I want to talk about real quick. I do not put you can see, I just moved my stop up just a little bit. It was down here, so I'll put it down, it was right here. I moved it up a little bit. I don't put that break even. So that's my biggest thing. Some people do put that break even. I feel like this trade could absolutely sweep this low out, and we could go back in the green, meaning we can be back positive or back going back to these highs. We just might need this liquidity. So I don't love putting that break even. I like letting the trade breathe. You can see another example of that. Letting the trade breathe, giving it breathing room, because you can see we wick down here. And one more time, I'm just giving it some more time just in case we want to wick down here one more time, then go back up. Now this 1 minute, that's what I love about this, because in the 1 minute, you're going to see once we come above this high, that's when I put that break even. So because at that point, we have this breaker and all that good stuff that we formed an oil block, and that means we put in the high, took out that high, put in another high, and then took out that high. When we have done took out those 2 highs, that means we could be continuing to go down. Either we're going to be shooting up and with this target is going to get hit, or we could be having manipulation. We put in the high, took out the high, and then rotating lower. Right? Again, watch the market structure video I talk about. I'm literally using it in reverse. So in this case, since I'm in a buy, I'm looking at how we trading at these highs, and therefore I'm looking for, if we do make a high, then take out the high and rip back down lower. I understand that it could be the start of these sell side of the curve. So you're gonna see me a little bit after this TP, or not TP, but partial. There we go. I put that break even, and now I'm just letting the runner do whatever what the runner do. Right, at that point, I'm putting that break even, because again, at this point, we touched midnight. We could have SMT going on. We could just shoot all the way down. Anything could happen. That's why I'm completely fine with the trade. I'm putting a break even. It is what it is at this point. Another thing I did want to notice how me personally, so I'm pause real quick. This is a big thing that helped me in my learning or in my journey, of a trading journey. Do not, you can, but this is what I learned. If you're looking for a longer term target, which is this in this case, and this is a runner, don't be so quick to take your partial and then put it in at like a fair value gap. You have to think about it from the standpoint of us going down lower is more profitable than us going up higher and then just go stream higher. Meaning we're going to most likely touch this area before we get to this area. Meaning, if I put my TP or I move my stop loss up to right here, it is highly likely that that's going to get my out of me my position. I was still right by the trade, and if I had just left my stop loss down here, we would have came down, did a little this, and then start rotating back up until this full profit. The only difference is psychology on how you felt, being more secure, having more profits, than just waiting, watching, being okay with the retracement. That's why you take a partial. All right, we talked about that. You pay yourself, and then just letting it give the trading some breathing room, and then let it do what it do. So this is where it came down. I think it comes down a little bit. At some point, let me. There you go, right there. Something like this. So it comes down just a little bit. This is where I didn't play a break even. I'm just kind of doing what it do, kind of giving it breathing room. I'm also looking at this aura block. It could just come down, swing here real quick. It doesn't mean the trade is incomplete. It doesn't mean it's incorrect. I mean, it just means that we just came down a little bit further than we were likely to. But the idea of the trade still playing out, give it a little more time, give it another time for macro, we could still be right about the trade. So especially if I already took partials. If I already took partials, I'm okay with just kind of let it do what it do. And then you can see that literally took those people out of the trade, come back down to this fair value gap, and then we start rising up. Notice how this trade still break even, because I'm like, in my mind, I still think we could take this low out one more time. I would not want to, but it's possible for us to come down lower, sweep this low out, and then come back higher. Now at this point, I'm having my foot on the trigger. I have my finger on the trigger, which basically I'm ready to cancel the trade, because now we made these highs. We took out these highs right here. Now I'm like, okay, I don't want to see it go lower. Now now if I had my finger on the trigger, ready to take the trade off, I would have been looking to take the trade off right here, somewhere up in here, because this can absolutely go down lower because we put in another high and all that good stuff. So that's it right there, and then getting out of the trade somewhere right there. So that's just one of the trades we took Wednesday to secure another winning day. Actually started the day with a loss, so like I said, just kind of getting some profits back, letting runs go, and all the good stuff. Trying to get better in that regard. All right, now we're finna get to the payout. It's not really a big. We're finna get to the payout. Okay, now we're about to get to the payout. It's not really a big deal. More of less than looking at the fact that want this to be some encouraging, nothing crazy. I think a lot of people made a lot of different money, all that good stuff. Like I said, this is encouraging for me, but it's not encouraging for overall. Like people made a lot more money. It's nothing like that. It's just encouraging that I see these type of things, see these type of videos. For me personally, it gives me motivation. It gives me positivity that it is possible, that people are doing this, doing it for a living, all that good stuff. So it just showcases that it's not more of a look at me thing. It's more of a educational standpoint. Like, this is what can happen if you continue to not only just trust your model, but also trust in believing what you're capable of, and not enjoying the process instead of looking at like payouts and stuff like that. Just kind of do the same thing. So again, that's just a positive light for me. It's a blessing, of course, but that's just, like I said, for me, from where I was looking at it, from my standpoint, it's a blessing to be able to showcase it and not like just show people how you can do it, instead of how like showcasing as in like, hey, look at me, you know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. But anyways, I'll just have a good week for next week, and join the free Discord, all that good stuff. You want to learn more about this. I want to get to the teaching to get more people like this, understand why I'm taking the trade, understand why I'm training pre-New York, all that good stuff. But yeah.